Alright, let's look at problem D from the Facebook Hacker Cup 2020 qualification round. I see. It's like split into two parts. Not quite sure what to think about. I guess I'll read both parts before I start coding anything. So what's going on here? We're running on fumes. We are a delivery driver, and we need to deliver stuff, I guess. So we have a graph with n cities and a tree, actually, n-1 roads. They are connected. Not even a tree, but a path. Fine. Why would you only like this? Graph, tree, path. Okay, and it's actually a very simple path, just in order from 1 to n. And fine. In city 1, we want to deliver something to city n. I see. And we have a gas tank with some capacity. It always takes 1 gallon to go along an edge. I see. And there's some cost for each city. Okay, and the cost might be infinite, or it might not have any gas available. And we want to determine the minimum cost to get to the last city. That sounds not too bad. And let's look at part 2. I see. Now we are promoted. Oh, okay, so we're going to go from a path to like a wheel to a tree. Sure. We'll start in city A. And we want to get to city B. Okay. So let's look at part 1, the simple one. What is n? N can be at most a million. Well, yeah, okay, fine. So my idea is time travel. What do I mean by that? So obviously we're just going to keep going to the right until we hit city N. There's no point going left, right? You might, I guess, go left to go back and get gas, but if you wanted to go back and get gas, you should have just gotten gas there the first time. That's sort of what I mean by time travel. Is we're going to keep track as we go to the right of what the cheapest gas that we could have bought was, and then whenever we run out of gas, we just buy that cheapest gas, and keep going. So why is this? Right. So what are the? So what do I mean by the cheapest gas? So every time we get to a new city, we could fill up our tank at that city for whatever price they have. So we can consider adding sort of that gas to our cheapest gas list. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to add, right, so and the point is that we need to add a constraint on how much gas we can buy in each city. Right, the point is that you can only buy enough to fill up your tank at each city, right? There's no overfill or anything like that. Yeah, all the way back up to M. Oh, we actually can't buy like 1 gallon of gas, but that's fine, I think. We would never want to. Yeah, so whenever you get to a new city, you write down that you could have filled up your tank there, but you don't actually do it. And then when you run out of gas, you can sort of go back in time and say, oh, well, I guess I should have filled my tank at whatever the cheapest place was. Yeah, so that's basically the whole idea. So we're going to have like a priority queue of potential refills with how much it costs and how much gas we would have bought. And then we're just going to do the thing I said, right? Keep driving whenever you run out. Take the cheapest gas and keep going, and then run out again, do it again, and so on. So this seems not so bad. Part 2 might be more challenging. And there's C. Priority keys work. Yeah, so we want to use greater to get the smallest element top, find key dot top, and then there's also key dot pop. Q dot push. Yeah, so that's how much we have to fill, which is always greater than 0 because we just used a unit of gas to go along the road to this new city. And if CI is greater than 0, right, that is actually if there's gas being sold here, then write down that we could have filled up a tank here. I think there's no like off by 1 errors here. And we don't even bother looking at the first city because the gas tank is already full, so we never buy gas there. There, I think it's already included by something else. Really? Maybe this is some good place. Functional. Really? I don't believe that. so this should, because I had to take out greater, this should be using the most expensive gas every time, so it should be wrong. It shouldn't be that wrong though. Okay, well, we can use the old trick. Instead of strip greater, just negate everything. So that increased the cost. Oh, I see. The second thing is supposed to be a vector. That's interesting, because you can only fill up all the way. Huh. Oh, you fill up all the way for CI. It's not CI per gallon, it's just CI. Fine. Ah, you still need the amount. Priority hue's not max anymore? did you pop 20 twice? The heck? Alright, C++ is confusing. $17. Okay, so my solution is just totally wrong. So that's fun. Right, so why is it wrong? So one reason is the amount of gas that you're buying is not uniform, right? If you buy 1 gallon for $3 or 5 gallons, 2 gallons for $5, that's just not comparable. If you only need to go one more edge, then you'd rather pay the $3. If you need to go more than one edge, you should rather pay the $5, probably. The other reason is that you might not be able to store it until it's used. So that was what's going on here. So I was trying to buy gas here and then use it here, but it's not a thing. See an n squared PP, where you just pick the next city that you refill at. Yeah, so my solution is totally wrong, and I need to rethink it. I think it's still true that you only want to go to the right. So the only question is when you refill. It's different about. So it's just strictly header. Yeah. Okay. Squared stuff. guess it's just arrangement. 5, 0, 15, 19. Cool. And this should be as simple as this. This is 10 to the 6, this is 10 to the 9. Should be a comfortable margin. Infinity. And not totally sure it's fast enough, it should probably be fine. So the point here is, here's this n squared dp, right? Assume, right, so this is an interesting way to formulate this. We start with 0 gas. We want to get to, not to j, but to the end. So we need to fill up at city I, and then it's just the min of, right, we can pick any of the next m cities to fill at, basically. And obviously once we're at the end, the cost is 0. And so the point is that we just pretend that it costs 0 to fill up at the start, right? Because we were supposed to start with a full tank of gas, not an empty tank, but just pretend that it's free to fill up at the start, and then that's the same thing. And so the point is that this min, instead of doing it sort of in linear time, right, just looping over, we can do it some kind of sliding window thing. So in my case, I'll just use a multi-set. And the point is that this gives us min access in log n time, and these deletes and inserts are also log n. Right, so we're maintaining this interval of like the next m things, and we can remove something from that interval and add some, from the back and add it to the end as we slide along. And this is a lot faster than just doing this sort of brute force every time. So it should be n log n. So let's try it. Alright. So indeed, if we do 150 gallons of gas, it costs nothing. Just drive straight to the end. So here we only have 2 gallons of gas, so it's going to be expensive. I don't know if there's anything else we can quickly verify. That kind of a thing. Should they be 85? Yep. If I was more worried about this round, I would probably spend try and spend the next couple of minutes actually verifying. I mean, whatever, we can do it. Sorry, you messed up problem C. Equals 1. Obstacles is 2. Obstacle. And equals 3. Drive to there, drive to there, drive to there. I see, obstacles like them is good enough. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, simple tip. All right, so that's problem D1.